Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going on, family? What is going on? Hope all is well with everybody spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Welcome to everybody that is here for the first time. Will be viewing my content for the first time. And welcome back to all of those who come and hang with your girl, Dr. Worlds, okay? I'm going to be in and out, literally. I want to keep it short enough where somebody could be taking a drive to the workplace or cleaning up, get ready to lay it down, where it could be short, sweet, straight to the beat, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get this image pulled up here because I think you got to see it so you really understand it. Some people are visual learners, and I get that. I respect that. Let me get this pulled up real quick. I'm going to ask you guys to kindly share this with somebody real fast, okay, on whatever platform I'm multi-streaming. Of course, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, however you got to share to get me into their algorithm. Y'all already know it's man versus machine, okay? And if y'all don't tell the algorithm to put me in people's timelines and feeds, then they just won't. It also helps me reach the people that I am here for. Okay, because I know every time I show up, it's on purpose. It's never coincidental, never because I want to be here. It's always because I am sent. Okay, I titled this, what we have been told all of our lives have been one big bald-faced lie. Okay, and because of the acceleration of a lot of things that are happening, a lot of laws, different things of that sort, I really want to come by here and bring y'all up to speed on what is happening, what laws have been passed that does not benefit you or I, how they're coming for our children, the whole 9 yards. This live is not going to be for that. We all need emergency cash, okay? We need it fast. We don't have time to go wait on a 2-week paycheck. We don't have time to go put in 40 hours, 80 hours to grind it out. I'm going to actually cover a couple ways that you can actually make you some money and be in business by tonight, by today, by this afternoon, whatever time you are viewing this, okay? This is important, especially because of everything that is going on, things that are happening at an accelerated rate, especially when it comes to economics and finances. I went through all of that in the last live about why our dollar bill is dying, why it's only 95% purchasing power, why gold and silver and all that stuff is going up right before our face, things that we do not own, things that we do not have in our possession are the things that are valuable, that are considered, are classified as assets, so that when this dollar does go down, you have something to rely on. That is the number one reason why we need emergency cash. Yes, we need it to be able to keep afloat, be able to make sure we pay our bills, but the bigger purpose is I need to get all that I can, and I need to get that real fast. And then I need to start converting it, doing the same things that they're doing. This ain't crazy talk. This is wisdom. The very things that they are doing, they are making boatloads of money every day off of you and I. If it ain't our taxes, it's our scrolling, it's us being on their platforms, it's our consumption, it's our consumerism. They are making billions and billions of dollars off of us every single day. And what are they doing with that money? It's in the news. You don't need me to come by here and remind you. They're building bunkers. They're buying up land. They're buying up a lot of farmland. That is because that controls the food, and farmland comes with the water. Okay, they're implementing systems. They want everybody on this global digital platform. I went over all of that. I'm not going to get into that. I just want to tell you that what we are doing and what we're continuing to do, this live that we have been, bamboozled into and we have adopted, that we work hard and we have a nice lifestyle. We don't want just a nice lifestyle, okay? We want to make sure that we are prepared. We want to make sure that we are leaving legacies for our children, both while we are living and when we go on, okay? We want to make sure that we got something set up, because that's what responsible parents and adults do. We leave something besides debt. We leave something besides grief and debt, okay, and confusion. We leave other things besides the things that we normally hand down to our generations. And the biggest thing that I want to share on this live is it's not about us. The 30-year-olds plus, they can care less about us, because truth be told, they have us right where they want us. We have been indoctrinated so bad. We have adopted a belief system that this is all we've been born in this life to do. And the reason why we're so depressed, the reason why we're so anxious, have insomnia, have anxiety, worry, have health ailments, is because we have adopted a lie. And because we have adopted that lie, we carry it out and we're miserable. So they're not coming for us. They are coming for the kids. They are coming for the teenagers. They are coming for the next generation. All of this is about them. It's not even about us, because they got us. Honestly, people don't know what to believe now. There is a generation of confused people. A lot of people are just struggling. A lot of people are just passing through, okay, in this life. But they're coming for the younger people. Simple as that. And that is who we ought to be protecting. There will be an outrage if someone went into all the schools in the United States, a coordinated attack, and took out all of our children in school, all of our grandchildren in school. There would be an outrage, literally. If someone concocted a coordinated attack in all 50 states and they went in and slaughtered our children, our brothers, our sisters, our siblings, our neighbors, our nieces, our nephews, there would be massive outrage. Even though that is not happening in the physical, where an active person has plotted something like that and done something like that and carried out something like that. However, that is what is happening spiritually, and that is what is happening emotionally to our young people. If we barely getting by as adults, just think about what's happening to the younger people, okay? And they're leaning more towards their side. I'm going to talk about it because it's very disturbing what is happening to the young people. And we're here trying to figure out life, and we've forgotten about them because we're trying to figure it out. We barely can keep afloat. So we're not even paying attention to who the real target, the intended target is. If they get us, they got them. And that's too costly. And not only is it too costly, it's selfish, because we've gotten to live our childhoods, our young adult lives. We've gotten to live those things out. And we lived in a different era where we didn't have all this stuff that they got pressuring them and happening around them, influencing us. So whatever we do, we should be doing it for them. If I don't want to learn how to do this, then do it for them. I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm going to do this. This is going to be my goal. I'm going to get us out of debt. I'm going to fix my credit. I'm going to go after their money so that I can leave them money, so that I can make money for them, so that they'll have something, so that they don't end up in the streets looking, so that they don't end up over here looking, searching. No, I will retire you. I will make sure you have something, so you don't have to go outwardly to the government, to the world, to the neighborhood to find what I was supposed to give you from Jump Street. And the way that they are coming after our kids, that's why I'm bringing it up. Because they are coming for our children. I'm only going to show just one photo, because I want y'all to go do y'all research. I want y'all to go look up these laws, and you will understand these legislations. These people don't give a hot diggity dog about us. We know that. And it's selfish for us to know, yeah, they don't care about us. And then leave our children in their hands, in their school systems, in their economic systems. Hold on one second. Let me send this to myself so you can see it. I'm going to send that one. All right. I'm going to put this one up here first because I need everybody, okay, to get active. Call your congressmen and congresswomen, whoever is a representative in your city or your state, and say no to these bills that I'm getting ready to show you. Bills that will affect us and accelerate their agenda rapidly. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but I'm going to bring you up to speed. There was a bill that was passed in California that will allow total strangers, okay, that were not related to you to be able to come to the schoolhouse and check your child out and make medical decisions on their behalf. I guess there wasn't enough parents supporting, mutilating the children. So now they have passed a law that will allow a total stranger, as long as they are an adult, to be able to come in, pick up your child, take your child to doctor's appointments without your consent. That's the very first dangerous. I mean, why? There's so many children that are missing. Why would you, what kind of human being would ever pass a bill like that? Where you give people permission, excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to get rid of this demonic cough, but let me pull up this bill. Hold on. I want y'all to see it real quick. Hold on. Okay, here we go. It's AB 495. Okay. I just want y'all to go and look these bills up that I'm going to put on the screen. I'm not going to talk a lot about this, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because they after our children. And the responsibility, the burden is on us for us to protect them, for us to have something in place for them, for the government not to even be able to cross a certain threshold when it comes to our children. And I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. The reason why the massive unemployment, the AI replacing the jobs, all of that is to deplete us so that they can come in for them. If we can't provide for them, then, they're going to come in and confiscate their own children. Because I do hope y'all know that when we go to the hospital and we have children at a hospital, okay, it is now a ward of the state. You get a birth certificate from them. You have to register them. Okay. If you look on where the mother signs, it says registrant, not mother. So therefore, when you ain't feeding them the right way, when you disciplining them the wrong way according to them, if they discern or get any reports, because they got people watching you, if you neglecting them in any way, then they can come in and remove their child from your home. That's when the CPS gets involved, because you're not taking care of their kids the right way. You didn't send them to school, so you can be jailed for not sending their kids to school. Because when we go into the hospitals and get a birth certificate and it has a number on the back, a registrant number, that child no longer is property, quote unquote, of you woman or you man. Okay. It just isn't. Now they become wards of the state because you accepted their birth certificate, you accepted their social security number. So this is why they are doing the things that they are doing. Okay. Now back to this law. It passed in October 2025. I want y'all to go look up this AB Assembly Bill 495. Okay. Known as the Family Preparedness Plan Act of 2025, which expands the ability of trusted adults, not trusted adults that you trust, just trusted adults, okay, to act as caregivers and pick up children from school or childcare, particularly when parents are unavailable due to maybe immigration, enforcement, detention, or other emergencies. This thing went up in smoke because people was like, wait a minute, you crossing the line. They make it look butter up on the outside, but read it. I want you to go do your research. Now I'm going to stop sharing that. And I'm going to share these other bills that I need y'all to go look up. Because like I said, they're coming for the kids. It's not even about you or me. It's the children, okay? Take a few minutes to take part in our individual dedicated actions against COSA, Earn It, Stop CSAM, and many more. The more actions you take, the more noise you make about these bad bills. Okay? The latest bill that they're passing, all in the name of protecting the children, is that you will have to upload or have a digital identification for your child to view online, platforms, YouTube, Roblox, all of this. This is supposed to be in the name of protecting them, the children, but it requires every adult who is allowing their child to be on the internet, to go ahead and fork over your rights and be a part of this digital system so that we can keep children safe. They already got parental controls monitoring your child's activity. You can already go in there and see what your child has been doing or not doing. So why would we have to upload our IDs and our information in this digital database for these children? I want you to go and look up these bills. Okay? Protects free speech online. Does not protect free speech online. There's laws being passed right now that say freedom of speech needs to be rewritten. If you saying you don't like a certain person, certain group of people, that's considered hate speech. That is not free speech. You can be jailed. If me sitting here on these platforms start talking about the government and they don't like that I have painted them in a negative light, I can be prisoned and fined because of these new bills that are being legislated in Congress. I remember when Donald Trump said, hey, we need to get rid of Section 230. Go look for the tweet where Donald Trump say, we need to get rid of Section 230. And then go look up what Section 230 is and how it protects us. The online ID checks. Okay? COSA. Anybody saying something about, oh, that child shouldn't be getting hormones or it's wrong to do that to children. And hey, maybe Johnny might want to think about, keeping his other parts because he might be going through a phase right now. You can be in prison for these things. The Screen Act, this would mandate privacy invasive online ID checks on sites, killing, being anonymous. Anonymity, I can't really say the word, okay? Anonymity, online. But it stops you from being anonymous, okay? This would mandate that if you wanted to sign in from this specific website and you wanted to have this name for this specific website where it doesn't come back to you, that is a no-go. If this Screen Act passed, which is a violation of our privacy, okay? Anonymity. Let me see how to say that word. It's gonna bother me until I learn how to say it. Let me hear. Anonymity. Okay. Anonymity. Okay. Anonymity. Gotcha. So that word. Okay. Take it down. Threatens end-to-end encryption and opens the door for even more censorship and policed content online. They don't like what you post. We come for you. We demand those platforms make you take it down. Okay? But this is all cloaked in protecting the children. Earn It makes everyone less safe. I mean, there's so many bills. I just want y'all to go look them up. The Copper Davis opens the door for increased surveillance of messaging and damages encryptions that ensures digital security online. Age gating bills, quote unquote, limit teenagers' online access and force everyone to give ID to use social media. Hmm? And the last one, stop CSAM, weakens end-to-end encryption and gives new surveillance power to law enforcement. All these bills is supposed to be to protect the children. Okay? It's really not to protect the children. It's to come up against us so that they can get to them by coming up against us. Everything that we have been told and made to believe is a lie. If we say, hey, the Epstein files, oh, we don't like that, take it down. Don't talk about that. Okay? It's a lot happening. I just want y'all to be aware. It's on us to look out for the younger generation, whether we want to or not, because they coming for them. They done written songs about it, that they're coming for the children. Just look at what's happening. 250,000. Let me go over here and look. Tell you how many fentanyl. Was 75,000 last year. 75,000 in 2025. It was 72,000 in 2023. We already at 140 something thousand. Now let me see in 2024. 72,000 in 2023, 75,000 in 2025, and number represents significant sharp decline, 37 decrease. Okay. And in 2024, there was 48,422. We over, are we over 70? We're almost at 200,000 in the last 3 years. These are all military age fighting men and women. Okay? These are not all drug addicts. If I showed you the images of the children, the babies that are no longer here because of this, the toddlers that are no longer here because of this, the infants. When I'm talking about babies, I'm talking about babies. I'm talking about toddlers, children, school age children, and then teenagers. The age gap literally for the most deaths was between 13 and 35. So we already got 250,000, 250,000 people gone, young people. Not to mention how many seniors we had go in 2020 from that other thing. The time now is to do something now. Okay? These people are not coming to save you. They can care less about you. They all in on it. All of them. They don't care anything about you prospering. They don't care anything about any of that. The very system that they have created is for your harm and not for your good. Okay? 100%. Everything that you've been made to believe about this nation, world activities, wars, lies. When I found out about one of my favorite movies, the Titanic, and that the Titanic was not about a bunch of people floating in the ocean and hitting a glacier, but it was more so about the people that was on the boat who did not agree with some things that other demonic people who had this desire from the devil to control the world. And they were not on board with taxing and all of that. Very wealthy people on board the Titanic. When they go down there and pull up stuff, they pull it up ancient, royal silverware, prestige, whatnot. A poor person on that Titanic. These were billionaires who opposed the Rothschilds and their demonic agenda to control the world and impose taxes and systems. They were not in favor with that. So they said no. And because they said no, they had to go. It was a reason women and children were only able to go first, because it wasn't them that was a threat. It was the men that was on the Titanic. Literally. Just like, we can get real deep with this stuff, literally. I said I wasn't going to go down this route, but I just want y'all to know that you know that you know. Okay? Greenland, Venezuela, we bring it up to more modern day. Okay? Bump the Titanic. Bump how they created this institution, this system, this working system, this tax system, this credit system. What has allowed them to get away with all that they have gotten away with is 3 systems. Hi, sister. I sent that email to you. The money system, currency, because they can control it. The credit system, because they can leverage it. It makes them more money. Will we use credit the smart way? Okay? Credit was not created for us to get into debt. Credit was created for us to leverage it. I'm going to lend you this so you can go make more of this. And we'll build a relationship, because the more I lend, the more I make back. I'll lend you $50,000, but I'm going to get $70,000 back with interest. Okay? So that is why the credit system was created. And then they avoid taxes. One way they avoid taxes is giving away to charity. But see, I got their secrets. They go get all this money, go to the hospitals and the colleges, and they say, I want to give you a donation of $500,000. It's going to be a tax write-off. I'm going to give you $500,000 to this university. Okay? Or to this hospital. But we're going to put on, this money is going to be for you to put on events and whoop-de-whoop and award shows and all of that. The proceeds from those events, those fundraisers, and those, award shows will then come back to us. We at least want 10% of what you earn. We're going to give you 500,000. You're going to have enough to go do whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. 10% of what you bring in from every event, every concert, every award, every trip, whatever. 10% comes back to us. So they get their money back. Then anybody with our last name will be able to attend this school full ride scholarships. So we never have to worry about if our children will go to college. We don't have to worry about if someone with our last name comes into this hospital, needed an emergency, that we don't get top tier priority. Because our names is on the walls of donors. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? I know this because I'm in their networks. This is not something I'm pulling out my butt and telling y'all. I know this. I also know that they go start businesses, multiple businesses, get them $1 million real quick. All they need is 4 businesses started at the same time, built the same way, 4 different names, 4 different states. Go get $250 on each one of them in funding. Okay, then they take that $1 million, go build them some real estate, apartment complexes, 100 doors, 50 doors, 75 doors, apartment complexes. So that's going to generate them a lot of money back. And then they bankrupt the business because it's not attached to a person. Federal Reserve will pay off the loss, write it off as a loss. And then they just go start 4 more. Rinse, wash, and repeat. The way to wealth is really simplistic. We just don't know the secrets. That's why they're called secrets. So every time I present offers and opportunities to y'all, these are strategic opportunities that I know for sure will get you some cash injection. Because the way we've been told how to go about it, it ain't working. It ain't work for Big Mama and them, Granddaddy, Pop. It ain't work for Medea and them. It ain't worked. And it's not going to work for us. If we truly want to have something different, and if we truly wise and we pay attention to things, not just what they put before us, but what they do. See, my grandmother used to say, believe half of what you hear and all of what you see. What y'all saying sound good, but what you doing is different than what you saying. You telling us to work real hard and do this, but we watching y'all invest in stocks. Get rich from that. Go invest in real estate. We watching y'all go and borrow money, start entities, corporations, borrow money to go build Trump Towers. You use their money to make you money. You go build it with your money now, with their money. Now you getting all this money in. You pay them back. You go back to them and get some more money and go buy another property or another building. That starts generating you money. Now you playing Monopoly. Ain't that how the board game go? Everybody get action. It's not the person that got the most money at the end of the game. It's the person that got the most assets at the end of the game. that's declared the winner, not the person who got $2,000 stacked up in money. Because you're not utilizing your money the right way, you're going to end up in jail. You're going to end up paying taxes. You're going to end up paying community taxes. Okay? You're going to end up paying the people that own the assets because you're going to land on their property. And before you know it, you're going to be bankrupt. But the people who took the money and said, you know what? I'm not trying to have stacks of cash. I'm trying to have assets. They go buy the utility company. Why? Because everybody going to invest into utilities. I'm going to go buy the railroad. Why? Because everybody going to invest into the railroad. That's how we get things transported. I'm going to go invest into the power company. Why? Because everybody going to need to utilize power to turn on their homes and cars and whoop-de-whoop. So I'm going to take the money every time I pass go. Might be $250, but I'm going to buy me a property. And then I'm going to buy them in certain states. Like LA, Boardwalk. Like Marvin Gardens, New York. Where there's a lot of real estate and businesses. So the cost of my property will bankrupt you if you landed on my property. You just land on one of my properties, Boardwalk, I instantly can charge you triple. Don't let me go put no houses on it. It 10x's in value. Don't let me go put no hotel. Didn't Monopoly? I'm not talking no new noise. This is real spit. Monopoly taught us. You put a house on that bad boy, the value goes up. If you don't got no property, on your asset, you still get paid. Might be $3, might be $9, but go put a house on it. Now they owe you $130 for landing on it with a house, but put a hotel on it. Woo! You bankrupt somebody. And what 3 games is that? The money game, the credit game, because we borrow on the bank's money. The bank give everybody free. Hey, it don't matter your color. Everybody can play. What you want to drive? The big hoopty? What you going to do? You going to run on a horse? You going to be the shoe? What? Everybody can get some. But we going to see who's equipped to win. It's a psyop, literally, to see who understands money and life. That's it. So when I come by here and I bring you opportunities, it's not on no BS. I'm not going to say, hey, y'all, come on over here. We can go put in 40 hours together. And, individually, but together. And we all work real hard and get about maybe $9,000, $10,000 combined. Put that together and try to go figure it out and do something. I'm not saying that. I say play the same games they play. So you can get the same thing that they get. Ain't none of them shaking right now. They super excited. This is the greatest time to be alive. And they know the window of opportunity is closing. When I tell you, they say 1,000 new millionaires is born. Like literally every hour. It used to be 1,700 a day. It's 1,000 every hour. Oh, I just hit millionaire status. Oh, I just hit millionaire status too. Oh, I just hit millionaire status. They setting up the system. This AI and all this stuff, they're trying to see who can do what with it. And some people are saying, I don't want to even learn how to use AI. Babes, everything about you is being tracked and traced. Everything. When you swipe your debit card, you might as well go to the desert. Your smartphone is tracking you, monitoring you. Smart TV is too. All of your devices. When you drive down a freeway, Big Brother is watching you. When you walk into stores, convenience stores, laundromats, smile. You on candid camera. Everything is being tracked in real time. Carbon copy, where you ate at today. Online shopping, where you shopped at. Who you bank with. How many times you can order from Amazon. Everything is being tracked. We in the matrix. They just bumping this junk up to another level. Now we're going to be able to put people in digital prison. We can't track money. If I give you 1,500, you go give Woo Woo them 700 and May May them 300, and then she go get that to Bob 100 of that, and Woo Woo go give 200 to his baby mama Shay Shay. Okay, can't track that. Too many transactions to track. But when we have everything digitalized, we can track that. And that's what I'm not going to be a part of. Now, I will use your stuff. People say, well, why are you using AI? Because the Bible said the wealth of the wicked is stored up for me. And he's showing me how to go take that wealth right back and build something that is going to sustain him, me, and his people. When they go full beast mode, that go together, full beast mode. When they go full beast mode, I have a community of people. We can keep each other safe, protect each other. We can barter with each other. Okay? We can preserve each other, learn from each other. We can work together. Because there are going to be a lot of people that's not a part of the community. That's going to say, I'm not doing that. And say, hey, you can come on up over here. We got a spot for you. Well, I don't got money. Well, what you got? Well, I have a house over in LA. It's a 7-bedroom. We'll take that. Thank you. Okay. We'll set up shop. We'll do something. It's greater than what we're thinking, but we're running out of time. We only have to 2027, which is right around the corner. When I tell y'all they working overtime to shut down the knowledge that we have been able to access to learn how they're doing it and then go and do it. Now they tightening the reins. They getting rid of companies and stuff and organizations, enterprises. Okay, they getting rid of that stuff. Why are they doing that? Why are they getting rid of the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau? They protect us. Why are they getting rid of that? Why are they getting rid of the Department of Education? Why is the Secretary, the Treasury, handling our student loans? We didn't do business with the Treasury. We did business with the Department of Ed. Since y'all just out here just trading stuff, we no longer owe you that debt. The moment you switch from the Department of Ed to the Treasury, the contract was null and void. We did business with the Department of Ed. But see, if we don't know that, we can never call them on that and have them remove that because we know the law, because we know the rules, because we know the game. If you don't know the rules of a game, you can't play the game. You don't know how it goes. And if you can't play the game, you can never win the game because you have no experience. And that is why we should be doing something. We don't have time to be going in ones and twos. We'll run out of time. Before you know, we'll all be on universal basic income. We'll all have to succumb and accept whatever they give to us. Thank you. I want to be saved. Thank you. They make the laws that they break themselves. When I found out that the government buys CBD, I was just baffled. Out of all the things that, I know that the government buys, when I found out that you incarcerated my people for cannabis, but you looking to actually manufacture it, you're looking for us to start a dispensary and you'll pay for it. I was like, oh, okay. It's a whole different type of ball game. When they enforce everybody to be able to go to work, except you take whoop-de-whoop, whoop-whoop, and you put whoop-de-whoop in you, or you can't go here, go there, and they did not have to. Hold on. I just want y'all to go look this up. It's right here on their website, congress.gov. Wrong thing I shared. Hold on. Share the wrong thing. Okay. COVID was not mandatory for, okay, S-167, No Blank Mandates Act of 2023. This bill creates a federal statutory framework to govern restrictions and requirements related to that for congressmen and congresswomen. Now, why did people have to lose their jobs, lose their livelihoods? Why? It was not mandatory. It was voluntary. So whoever went and volunteered, whatever politician went and volunteered, it was voluntary. But it was mandatory for us. That was a trial run. That was a trial. Nope. Say can't sue them either. Big farm. No, you cannot. They are protected. When they did what they did to my child, I pursued a lawsuit. And God bless the lawyer's soul. He is a lawyer and he is a certified medical doctor. Told me 1000%, you have a case and I will take it. He said, but I'm going to be real with you. They put a cap on what you can sue them for. because they'd all protect each other. If I was driving down the street and I hit you and I broke your femur, I would end up having to pay you millions of dollars because that would affect your life for the rest of your life. So I could be sued for millions. But if they go and cause an accidental F, or they go in and something that they did because they're just practicing, and it was a medical malpractice, there is a cap, only 250,000. So he was like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I'm not here for no money. I'm not suing him for no money. I want them to look me in my eyes as I look them in their eyes. I just want them to admit, why did you force me to give that to my child? And why did you guys be as scandalous as you were when this medication was blacklisted after 13 other young boys died and it was blacklisted? You took it off the market because it was banned and you put it back up under a different name, same medication. And I just want you to acknowledge that you killed my child. And so he said, if that's what you want, then we'll go after them. And in the middle of that, they kept prolonging it. COVID was happening. They kept giving me court dates for months. And they said, we don't even want to reschedule it because we don't know when we will open back up. But we'll keep you on the dock. And the Holy Spirit told me, I want you to let the case go. And of course, I was hurt. I was distraught. Let it go for what? He said, because they will never tell you the truth. They will never admit that they did that to you. And if you think you're traumatized by having to deal with it, you will be even more devastated when they don't, when they lie and say, oh, we didn't cause, you would be devastated. And I know what you can handle and what you can't handle. Drop it. Because it wasn't about the money. By the time we started paying for people to come in and testify, that would have been gone. On top of whatever the lawyer was going to get, it would have been gone. It was not about the money. It was about me bringing you before people and you having to admit that you killed my child, that you forced me. When I said no, you forced me. You made me go and get him blood tested to make sure he was getting the medication. And what am I left with? And because they were not going to say that, and God knew that probably would have took me out. Not probably. I'm sure it would have, as he told me to drop it. And then I wouldn't be placed under no gag order. There's certain people who's been in the news, whose children passed away. You don't hear from them no more. They can go do their little nonprofits. But you better not get on TV, better not publish no books, better not tell the story, take no news interviews. Now we're going to gag you for this money. What happened to Philandro Castile? What happened to the young boy who was unalived by the neighborhood watch dude, Trayvon? What happened to their parents? What happened to Sterling Alton? What happened to them? So God said no, but they do protect them, very much so. I want to get out of here. I was going to bring out some opportunities. I might throw in a couple real quick. This is more important that I educate my people. Did I just show you black and white? In case you missed it, in case you was too busy being entertained, I want to actually sit on my next slide and just allow it to be however long it's going to be. Because there are a lot of things that you need to see. And it is crucial that we come together now. I'm not here looking for likes and friends. I'm not here to come by here and make a sale. If I wanted to do that, I got ways to make sales. Okay? I got ways to make sales that don't even involve my presence. No, this is dangerously getting out of hand. And when I see the sword drawn and multitudes of people will be affected, and it is my duty. God did not save my life to be quiet and to be a coward. The cowards is going to hell first. That's what it says in the book of Revelation. First people to go into the lake of fire, eternal fire, forever fire, is the cowards. People that were scared to say something, stand up, do something. So I ain't got time for that. I'm going to tell people whether they hear it or they don't hear it. And this is the exact blueprint and the exact framework that God said to follow and lead his people in that same path of preservation. Ain't no need to try to go figure out and do something different. No, do what's been working. Do a them on them, literally. If I tell you that you can go get $1 million just by getting an LLC and an EIN, what in the hell is stopping you? Why wouldn't everybody want to go and do that? Because the more the merrier. If you got $1 million, it's 24 of us. We all gonna get $1 million together. That's 24 million. We don't have to like each other to protect one another. We don't have to like each other to live around one another. We go to work with people, live next door to people, fellowship with people, okay? Go out with people, have entertainment with people that we don't like, that we don't care for. People on your job right now you can't stand. However, you get up and clock in religiously for that paycheck. This is a clarion call more so than anything. Can't no one man do it by themselves. If they say and they can, they are lying. The mission is too big for one man. And if that was the case, God wouldn't put all of us. If one man can do it, there would be no need for all of us to be here. But all of us here is here for a reason. Because I can't do what you do. And you can't do what I do. But together, whatever we do, we can do greater things. Because we can't do what each other does. Because we don't think the same way. Because we don't see things the same way. That's beautiful. I may see it as a 6. You may see it as a 9. Both are right. We need each other. And when we come together, we should come together as a collective. Okay? I'm just going to go with these, maybe 2 or 3 options, and I'm going to hop off. First things first, because we don't have years and weeks to go trade time for money, we need money fast. Okay? I have a play that would allow you to get 75,000. I wish everybody would just go ahead and copy it, because then everybody could have them $75,000 without even a credit check. Without even a credit check. Without showing income, just because you have an idea. And if you don't know what to think about, I can show you what kind of idea to put together so you can go get $75,000. That'll help us out. Because then we can go buy some land. We can go build some houses on it. Okay. We can go put a tiny house on it. We can go put a trailer park on it. Trailer home on it, excuse me. A mobile home on it. A container home on it. It's ours. So we eliminate the biggest expense, which is rent, our mortgage. Now we have something to work with. Now we have a little bit more for food. We have a little bit more for investment. Go buy us a business that's already generating revenue. And go find us a $50,000 business already generating $12,000, $13,000, $14,000 a month. I may invest $50,000, but my first month I'm $13,000. Second month I'm $26,000. By the fourth month I'm $52,000. Boom, $50,000 paid off. The rest of the months I'm in profit mode. Everything is now mine. I don't owe anybody. That's leveraging credit. This same government that has lied to us, deceived us, stolen from us, is the ones giving out the 75,000. I got the whole play. What you need to say, what script, it's literally fill in the blank. How much they gonna give to you, what community initiative you gotta have in there, because they give it to you when you're doing something for the community. So instead of you thinking, oh, what can I do? It's already filled out for you. And you can have this money in under 30 days or less. And I'm only saying 30 days or less because you're going to wait on the SBA and a little process. But literally 30 days or less. You can have that $75,000 to help uplift you and your family and put y'all in a better position. Okay? Not only that, this thing is loaded. I mean loaded. Not only is the SBA going to give you some money, but these 50 people is ready to give you some money. They've got money from the government, so they have to give out this money. You just don't know about them. But in this whole entire walkthrough, 75K play in under 30 days. You get access to all of the micro lenders that will give you money without using your credit or your income. You get the walkthrough, you get the application done for you, script, step-by-step instructions. Who else outside of them giving you 75,000 will give you 50,000 from each? If you want to hit them all up, you can. If you want to hit a few up, you can. I have that play for you for $197. Are you willing to invest? Matter of fact, I take that back. I'm going to give y'all the same discount I gave y'all on the last live. But it's only going to be for online only. Okay. So while I'm online, you have action to get it. When I'm offline, you're going to pay like you weigh. You can still get it when this live ends, but you will pay $197 for it. Only a couple of y'all can get it right now for $47. I'll give y'all the same offer I gave on the last line. If you want that, put a one in the chat. I want a place for people who are nurses who can substitute the humanoid robots and the equipment for special procedures like medical equipment, avoid the creepy Da Vinci robo-surgeon spider bots, right? I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. I'm not comfortable with having no robot cleaning my house, working on my body. They make mistakes. They programmed by humans who make mistakes. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. I would start me a community just of nurses, CNAs, RN, medical assistant, whatever kind of nurse. Here's a free community so we can gather together inside of this community. I know who is where, what is what. When we need you to call a duty, hey, we need someone in Tennessee. Got you. Oh, you need somebody in New York? I would create a nurses coalition like that. For sure, for sure. And then tell them what my agenda is, what my mission is. Y'all, I want to create, excuse me, I want to create this coalition for this specific time to serve this specific purpose. Okay. Um, I wanted to offer that. What else did I want to offer? Oh, I have a done for you. Okay. I have 2 spots left for the done for you grant application. This is free money. So for 3 months, I will apply for grant funding for you, which is free money, no credit check, no income, no experience, just the intent. What are you going to do with the money? I will apply. This is a way for you to get 30 to 50K every single month for 3 months. After that, you can outsource it to a virtual assistant, or you can learn okay, how do I maintain this? How do I continue doing what you're doing? Okay. Or you can do that. But I will apply for the funding. The reason why I'm doing it for 3 people is because people sit on the fence and we don't got time like that. If you're not going to get to it and you're not going to do it, I will do it for you for 3 people and get you some of this free money. Like, what in the world? It's free. You don't have to pay it back. I will do it for you since you ain't got time or you don't want to learn how to do it. Because when I came and offered it, people was quiet, like church house mouses. So now I have it done for you. It's $497. I will apply for $30,000 to $50,000 in free funding, grant money, okay, for your business, for your mission, for your purpose, whatever, because it don't have to be a business. If you want to provide clean water, if you want to provide affordable housing, okay, if you want to make sure every young girl gets to go to prom, whatever it is that you want to do with the funding, okay, you are able to do so. And then it comes with a lot of other incentives. Like 99% of the time, the grants that you win, it come with like, hey, 1 year of mentorship. Hey, 1 year of, our software. They hook you up with this free money. And it's available every single month. It's one that's available every Tuesday and Friday. You can at least go get you $1,000 every Tuesday and every Friday. Like clockwork. Only thing is you got to be live when they call your name. If you don't, then you don't get it. But you got action at it every Tuesday and every Friday. We don't know about that. Ain't nobody putting us on. So I have 2 more spots for the done for you. Let me do it for you. Okay? I got the software. I got everything that's needed to be done. Let me submit it for you and you get this free money, especially if you're a woman. If you're a woman, it would be very wise to come and get some of this free money because it's readily available for you. Just one grant at $30,000. Okay? Another grant at $20,000. We have one that gives away $10,000 every week, literally, for women. There's so much free money. Okay, while you working on that, we could be working on something else. Okay? That's a stream coming in. That's free. That ain't got to worry about my credit for those who don't want to fix their credit. Get you some, do something. We need to be doing something. Okay? I'm just going to offer those 2. Unfortunately, not a woman. You got a mama, you got a sister, you got a daughter, a wife, you got a female. Yes, we could use them. I tell the brothers all the time. Somebody that you trust, we can use them. There's a way around everything, but it's free money. We just don't know. And the government gives them this money to be able to give to us, especially if you're in an undeserved community, especially if you are impoverished in any way, disadvantaged in any way. The money is for you. Okay? If y'all want to take one of those spots, put a 2 in the chat. These are on live opportunities. This takes away from you having to go figure it out, go learn how to do it. Let Dr. T get you together. Okay? Got a mother and a sister, they probably ain't gonna listen. I feel you on that. You never know. Just ask them, hey, I got an opportunity to get a hold of some free money. Job be game, let me run the play using your name because it's a lot of money available for women only. See what they say. They say no, oh, okay. Okay. They say no, oh, okay, cool. No worries. No worries. I forgot to say this. So the $75,000 play is $47. Okay. But if you really want to crank that bad boy up, go get you. And hear me clearly when I say this. Whatever you buy from me can be sold instantly. So it's a twofold harvest for you. I get to apply it to myself and run the play. And not only that, I get to sell it. As long as you can help people find money, you'll never have a money problem. That's why I'm putting you on to these specific opportunities. Everybody right now need money. If you just made a post without ever showing your face, saying, hey, I got a $75,000 play, it's not based off of credit. It's not based off of income. I only got available for the next 24 hours or to the next 5 people. And I want $97 for it. Baby, they would jump all over that. No credit check, no income, none. You don't need it. And you can get $75,000 in 30 days. Listen, who wouldn't? You bought it from me for $47 live. Now you're selling it for $97. Okay? All right, shout out to you. Beloved, shout out to you. Now the 250,000 play in 30 days or less. Hear the words coming out of my mouth. 250,000 play, SBA play, funding play. That one is 197. Okay. In 3 days, you can have $50,000 to $70,000 using fintech, not even traditional banking. Using fintech, when I tell you, it give you all the juice and the sauce to go get that big bag real fast, 30 days or less. And once you learn how to do it, guess what you can do? Do it for other people. That's another service. You can offer do it yourself, or I'll do it for you and you pay me this or that. Okay. But the $75,000 play, you can get it for 47. If you want the $250,000 play, okay, you can get it for 197. All right, y'all. I'm out. And then I got the done for you grants. This is just stuff to help you get some emergency cash injection. That's not going to require your credit. You get this money, some of this money could be used to pay yourself out of debt. Delete some, get the rest. Paid off, settled out, pay for deletion, however you want to do it. But you use their money to make you money. That's the way to go. Okay? Any questions for me? I seen the last time I was live, somebody was trying to ask some questions and I had ended it. And I'm like, dang, Tawana, you didn't even ask. Did anybody have questions? So I'm going to wait about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. See if y'all have any questions. Excuse me. Excuse me. Instagram, while I'm waiting on them to ask questions, I'll go ahead and get ready to close us up, okay? I'm catching this with both hands. Babe. Under the plate. Touchdown. That's what I'm talking about with both hands. Excuse me, y'all. Because y'all can't see the details and information that I'm getting ready to go over, what I will say, if you are interested in any of those opportunities, whether that's a $75,000 play, because I know everybody is not in a position, okay, to do the $250,000 play. If I'm going to be 1,000% legit with you, 100%, I would go for the $250,000 play. Because your girl going to show you how to do that like 4 times. Just being honest. Just being honest. You lack because you don't know. But when you know how to play the game, you can go in and ball all out. You be all in. Like, okay, I know exactly what to do. Then you got this thing step by step. You can't miss. You can't be denied. It ain't even contingent upon your dang on credit. Imagine that. Who is doing that? And if y'all, the people out here taking our tax dollars, ain't gonna be no robbery when I just come back and get my stuff back from you. Okay? I'm just collecting my spoils. I'm just plundering the Egyptians. That's what the good books say. You made all this off of my back, my ancestors' back, my cousins' back, my community back, my brothers and sisters in Christ back. Ain't gonna be no robbery if we just come in and get our stuff back. And I'm gonna say this. If I could, I would get the $7,500 47, but right now I ain't able yet. Okay. No, don't mean no. It just means next opportunity, next time. Cool with that, 100%. But please make sure you go ask your mom or your sister what I was telling you. Okay, you may be surprised. Who wouldn't want to get some extra money? I'll kick you off something or whatever. You just need to use your name and get it. And we can start there. Instagram fam, DM me. I'll get you the information. Make sure you tell me what it is that you're interested in, and we'll go from there. Okay. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next time. Make sure ain't no questions over here. What was I about to tell you? I was about to tell y'all something, but I forgot. It slipped my mind. Hold on one second.
Close those record.
I was about to tell y'all something. I think I was telling y'all about the $250,000 play. But they got this money readily available. Okay. This is stuff that I tell people inside my $25,000 master class. I'm bringing it out here because we don't have a lot of time. And we need as many hands on deck. And they really pissed me off playing with me and trying to lock up my account and Chase. Really pissed me off. They shouldn't have did that. Because in real life, I'm like the mafia. When you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. And since you're trying to hurt my finances in my pocket, I'm just going to go tell everybody else how to get your finances. Don't ever play with me because you have done so much damage, caused so much pain in my life. And you're not going to push me to go do something dumb. Or you're not going to push me to go pretty much play hangman with my own life. No. This is my lick back. This is my lick back. And one thing that I know, I don't care what business it is, as long as you can help people improve their credit and find money, you'll never have a money problem. I'm just trying to put y'all on. That's it. And while I'm putting y'all on, and you go over here and you collect all of this stuff, then we can really get on because we can start making moves. I got land, 60 acres, 40 acres available with water rights. You do not have to live there. You can literally take your family from nothing to absolutely something. Okay? You ain't even got to put no big old down payment on this land. You can pay it all off if you want to, but you ain't got to do that. Okay? You ain't got to do that. But when I offer y'all these opportunities, I'm not going to offer it to y'all again. I'm being obedient, pressing, burning that oil, okay? To come by here and say, look, this is the way that we need to go. This is what God said. And I'm just telling his people what he said. It's up to you to execute and follow pursuit. He's given me the keys to the kingdom. The door is open. All you got to do is walk through it. This cash that is trash, that is depreciating every time we blink, that's going to leave us with absolutely nothing. Y'all come on over here. Come on over here and get it in abundance. And I mean that. Come now before they just collapse it. Come on and get it. And let us go on the other side. The devil is a liar. Okay? I'm about to be out. 147 for the 250K. It's 197 for the 250K play. But you already, I don't know if you did the $47. But whatever, you just 197, so it'll be 150. If you want both of them, then it's 197. Okay? Both of them are totally separate. You get access to like a course style for the 250K, but it's step by step. Super bomb. Okay? Super bomb. 75K is for those that, they want to get it real quick. This is something that they can get. 250K is another level. Okay? You go, and then you can go get the 50K to 75K. You can go get that in 3 days with these fintech companies. By you having a business and all that, It'd be super simple for you, sister. We got to have something that will increase our money constantly because they keep raising rents and property taxes on homeowners. Yes, we have to have something that allows us to keep on generating it because they go, and this is the reason. I'm going to say this in closing. While I'm always pressing for this, it's because the number one goal is to deplete us. If they can flatline us, then we have no other choice but to be a part of their system. They intentionally shut down small businesses. They intentionally open this AI. You know how many people don't know how to use AI? That's why they're being replaced at work. They intentionally doing this to deplete us. If we can't pay our rent, if we can't afford food, they're inflating everything so that, and we're not making the money that is coming in from work and benefits is not adding up to the cost of living by itself. So the goal is to deplete us. How much for the 250K? 197. 197 for the 250K play. All right, y'all. Okay. One more minute, 2 more minutes. Any more questions before we wrap this up? Because I'm going to delete the video. I know my sister Betty. Don't you come for me, girl. Don't you come for me. Some of the people be like, why do you take the videos down? Because y'all don't even know the half of why I take the videos down now. For one, you're not going to steal from me. Okay. For two, y'all don't know the half. Let me just leave it alone. I take them down on purpose. If you're ready, you don't need 5 days and 5 hours, okay, to procrastinate. We don't need Jonah's on board. We don't. If you're ready, you're ready. Simple as that. If you're ready, it's going to bear witness in your spirit. I'm not finna miss this. And I'm not finna procrastinate and play. Because I don't go out by the boatloads no more and say, hey, y'all, 500 of y'all come over here. I would rather work with one honest, righteous person than 500 fools. That come from trial and error. So when I be like 4 or 5 of y'all can come along, that's all I can tolerate. Real talk. All them 400, 500, 200, no. No, I don't even do Zooms. I set up webinars because the Zooms with 1,000 people and that is just too chaotic for your girl. All these people pulling Dr. T, Dr. T, blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounds like. No. 4 or 5 of us. God's math is different. One can put 1,000, 2 can chase 10,000. I will stick with that. You got all these multiple personalities, multiple spirits. It gets real hectic. And your girls just ain't got the time or the patience. Y'all don't know how many times I cried, Lord, deliver me. Deliver me. Deliver me. Please. I started unasking for the things I had prayed for years. I don't want this. The Lord's like, what? No, I don't want this. No. N-O. Hell no. No, no, no. I said, hell no. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm cool. I'm cooler than cool with. You feel me? I learned my lesson. You better say that. Deliver me. I gotta laugh at myself now, but baby, it was not a joke. I was like, dang, am I ever gonna get some TV time? Am I ever gonna feel normal? I had never not felt normal. Like, this is too much. Just put a blanket over my head. I will sleep for the rest of my life. Like, I'm good. I just cannot do it. I can't do it. So the 4s and the 5s, that's it. But I'm gonna let you beautiful people go. Okay, make sure y'all tap in for the next live. Like I said, it's gonna be long. I ain't even gonna cap because I got a lot of stuff that we all need to see, and maybe you'll beat your feet a little bit better when you see what these devils is, what they coming for, what they coming for. We talked a little bit about the kids, but yeah, you have not a clue. When I say these men are evil, and they ain't just men, it's these women. This stuff is just like mind blowing. It will cause you to lose your appetite, turn down your plate, and fast. Okay? It's terrible. I won't get tired of watching. All right. Much love. Much love. You're our lifesaver. Thank you. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High God. I would be a fool if I thought to even attempt to steal any of his glory and be like, oh, okay, thank you. All praises to the Most High. He loves us, and that's the message. He does not will that any man should perish. He does not want any of us to suffer. So he gave me the juice, the sauce, the recipe, so I can give it to you because he knew he could entrust me with it, that I would not gatekeep it. Okay? I would not. Whenever he tells me to offer a sale or a price, it's because he said it. I'm not even charging you. I will show y'all some people's stuff, and I'm not hating on them. Okay? You can charge whatever you want because can't nobody put a price tag on your time. But yeah, you is trying to lock people out with them prices, and we ain't got time to lock people out with them prices. We need all hands on deck. God always built with a tribe. Come on, man. If we don't teach them, we want to teach them how to invest, and that's all I'm doing. By having you purchase, I'm just teaching you how to invest in you. You're not investing in me. You're investing in you. I'm teaching you how to invest and how to reap from the realm that you sow into. That's it. If you can't go and invest $1,000 in yourself, you're not ready to receive no thousands of dollars. You don't even believe yourself valuable enough to invest that much in yourself. So why would somebody give you hundreds of thousands or multiple thousands? You skeptical about what? All you do is keep it for yourself. No. We got work to do out here in these streets. You always come through at the right time for me. Hallelujah. I love y'all. Y'all, I'm out. Okay? Make sure you show up ready to see so you can watch and you can pray. I have some other amazing opportunities that I'm going to be presenting, and I'll have enough time to do so after I show you what these devils got coming for us. And I don't show you to scare you. I show you to prepare you. I also give you game. Okay? I'm gonna be giving y'all some emergency stuff that you guys should be taking advantage of. And that's another reason. We need to make rapid revenue. I didn't even show y'all the map about the nuclear fallout that we will not make it if we live in certain states. If you're not prepared, if you don't know how to turn your house, okay, into a shelter, what materials put on your window so that stuff don't come in there, how to prep your food. We need to know those type of things. We are at war on multiple fronts. And when they come for America, they don't come for the presidents and people starting to trash with them. They come for the civilians. Okay? All right, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all on the next time. Peace.